All right, welcome to the Business Spotlight. Today I'm joined by Krystal Anderson, owner, operator of multiple businesses. We've got Essential Radiance Spa, and then we've got Utopia Salon, Spa and Tan.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, got it. But we're going to focus on Essential Radiance today, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. So Essential Radiance is a holistic spa.
Correct.
That's a little different. That's a little nuance.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you start by just explaining what is different about it?
So as a holistic spa, holistic is a term that's widely used across the industry. I feel like all beauty providers are using that word holistic with the emphasis that it's healthy, it's better for you. Mm-hmm. And the reason why they come across with that approach is because the holistic piece is like, if we burn your skin with a chemical peel, with an acid, with a laser, it's going to cause a collagen effect. We're going to plump the skin because of the inflammation that's being created, and therefore that is going to create a boost in collagen. So it looks like your skin is getting tighter, but really it's an inflammatory healing response that the body has to go under to get to a healthy stage again, which usually takes about 2 to 3 weeks. And so that's considered holistic. For me, holistic is quite the opposite. Holistic is genuinely holistic. I'm going to feed the skin to encourage collagen building in the skin by using topical ingredients, looking at diet and exercise, and see how that is going to create sustainable results that, we want to last long term.
So a natural approach.
A natural approach, yeah.
Not just
without
slapping somebody in the
inflammation.
face and letting it swell and saying, "Oh, look, your wrinkles are gone."
No. In fact, that kind of makes me cringe is having to hear about some of the methods that we're using, to create a holistic response.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I can break your ankle and that's going to create collagen too. Is that always the optimal way with the downtime that you're going to have to undergo for the sake of collagen production?
Yeah.
I prefer not. It takes a bit longer to topically apply and feed it, which is why it's considered a more sustainable approach, because it's going to be more of that gourmet approach. It's going to take a little bit longer to create, but it's healthier, has more long-term lasting effects, and you get better benefit.
Yeah. Now I've got that exact same thing going on within our industry with the term performance.
Okay.
Performance marketing. Everybody uses that term, but it's different how we intend it and how other people use it. And there's multiple different definitions, so it is important to define what you mean by that.
What it means to you. Yeah.
So how did you get into holistic skincare?
Yes,
is that what we would
holistic skincare came across my radar 14 years ago. I've been in the industry 15 years. So coming right out of aesthetics school, I was trained in the same practice as everybody else is. And that is, we need to burn, poke, peel, slough the skin, again, creating an inflammatory response to get a healthy glowing response. And so that's what I did. I did as I was told. Bought the chemical pill kit, started burning skin like crazy. Everybody was addicted to it, but they had to continue to come back week after week, month after month, because they wanted to see the plumping effect that was happening with the chemical pills. It really never felt right to me. It was like, I can't really believe that this is how we have to do this. And I came across a formulator, Ben Johnson, who is the creator of Osmosis Skincare. And he, upon meeting him, he was like, just keep an open mind. I know this is going to be different. And so he pitched the idea of holistic skincare being an inside-out approach. He also talked about facial skin mapping and, when we're seeing something on the surface of the skin, that it may be attributed to something going on inside of the body. Addressing those issues from the inside out, and then we can usually see stuff like melasma, redness start to dissipate just simply because there was an internal issue going on and it wasn't a topical issue. So we don't always have to put product on the skin to fix something. Sometimes it's a internal check engine light type of response.
Sometimes it's a symptom of something else.
Exactly. And so when he was talking about this, and I'm sitting here thinking about all the chemical pills that I have in my back bar, I'm like, wow, this really resonates and it really speaks to me and who I am, as far as like, I want to offer skincare with integrity. I don't want to feel like I'm aging the skin faster because I'm using such an aggressive approach that is impacting the dermis, which we do lose as we age. And we do know that we are losing more dermal tissue if we continue to hit it with chemical peels, lasers, those types of things. And so when he spoke to that, I was on board fully. I went home, I threw away all my chemical peels, and I've been a holistic specialist ever since. So 14 years now.
That's awesome. That's like the origin story
It's my
to
origin
your
story.
superhero,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Just went home, threw it all away,
I did.
started
Yeah.
going against the grain.
Well, because like nobody had ever taught me that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was just like, again, you have to create an inflammation, a burning red response, plump the skin so that it can heal. And it never felt right for me. So
Yeah, I mean, it seems like that would be such a temporary thing. 'Cause
very
you're-
temporary.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it
that's what
keeps you
them coming
addicted.
back. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So you have a look that I guess is only there for a couple weeks, and then
yeah.
you got to go do it again.
Exactly.
And you got a week to heal.
Yeah.
That explains a lot.
Yeah. Which makes you more sensitized when you go outside, when you
Mhm.
expose yourself to your environment, to makeup and other products, because your skin is in a constant state of healing.
Yeah.
And
Which
so
can't be good for it long term.
it's not. It's not.
Got it.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
gonna just make you irritated all around. And again, like if you enjoy being out in nature and you need that vitamin D, but you can't because you're overly sensitized because you just had a chemical peel or a laser treatment, you're gonna be missing out, because there is a downside effect to using those more, in my opinion, harmful methods.
Right. Okay, so what are some of the less harmful methods, or not harmful
Yeah.
at all methods that
Yeah.
you use?
So for me, I want to come across, again, understanding what you're using on your skin on a day-to-day basis. What are your goals? What is your diet and health look like? You know, are we dealing with hormonal issues? Do we have a candida issue going on in the gut? Are we needing to look at microbiome? You know, all of those types of things are attributed to what's going on the surface of our skin. And so it's an inside-out approach. It's all-encompassing. I'm looking at all of these things and then giving a customized, very tailor-specific approach for you, just to make sure that we're getting the results that you need. You're not a cookie cutter mold. You know, we can't just say your aging skin, your acne skin, your sensitive skin. It's like there's more to that. And so without putting you in any sort of a box, it's very tailored specifically for your needs. So it's home care mixed with some internal supplementation, perhaps, if that's what's needed. Maybe a cleanse, maybe something that helps get rid of estrogenic toxins that are going on inside of the body, because we're exposed to estrogen toxins everywhere. So when we can start to rebalance on that side of things, then we'll start to see positive change on the skin. And so then, in addition to that, would be the facial treatments that I offer in-house.
So you're attacking it from all angles. You're doing an analysis, learning about the client, and then nutrition, topical treatments, maybe even some supplementation.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep, very much so.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so your clients are getting a more long-term solution.
Yeah.
A little bit of lifestyle change, maybe.
For sure. Yeah. And I think that having somebody to go on that journey with you is what's so important, because there again, you know, you and I were speaking a little bit before, and sometimes we feel like there's so many options that are out there. It's like, where do I even begin? You know what I mean? We're getting inundated at all angles, especially in the beauty industry, with, oh, you know, you have to try this charcoal mask and you have to have this chemical peel, and you know, there's all of these nuanced things that are going on in the background, and it just gets so confusing. But when it really comes down to it is when you have somebody partnering with you that can guide you, and you're like, I don't understand, why are we adding this step in here? What does my gut health have to do with my aging skin? It's like, oh, great question, let's talk about this, because I feel like an informed client is going to produce better results when they understand how the product works, why the supplementation is being recommended, because you have to believe in what it is that we're doing, right? If you're just doing the next TikTok trend, you might be really disappointed. And more than likely, you're probably going to buy the next one in 2 weeks anyway. And, you know, that's great for the people that are selling a product. But if we're serious about what we're doing when it comes to the age management piece, we want a more sustainable result, or maybe not looking to go more on a medical approach, you know, I'm going to be your girl when it comes to like the partnership and walking you through the process of like, okay, we're going to have to shift some things, because if these are your goals, this is what we're going to have to do.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's, speaking of TikTok trend, like there's always a gimmick out there, the newest, hottest thing. What are some of the things that, without naming specific brands, what are some of the trends right now that you feel like are maybe deceiving your clients?
The biggest question I get asked most frequently is going to be, of course, the injectables, the Botox, the Juvederm, the filler.
Yeah.
Again, I've got several women that I can recommend my clients go to if that is the type of a service that they're wanting, and they're highly reputable. They do a great job. But what those things are doing under the surface, something we're not realizing, is that when you hit a muscle with Botox and neurotoxin, and you hit it over and over and over again, imagine not using your bicep for 5 to 10 years. We're freezing that muscle and we're paralyzing it. So it's no longer active, functioning. What eventually is going to happen to that muscle?
Atrophy.
It's going to atrophy.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if you're really aware that, this forehead muscle, that's lifting up your whole entire face is really something that you want to start doing when you're 20, 25, 30 years old. You're not really quite there yet. I'm not saying don't do it ever. I'm just saying the earlier you start doing it, it's definitely an addiction because your aging process is always happening.
Yeah.
It's not stopping even when you've frozen a muscle. So you're gonna want to keep getting it done. And the longer you do it, again, the more you risk the atrophy piece. On the Juvederm or the filler side of it, again, I think about it like a balloon. You blow it up the first time, it's a little bit hard to expand that balloon, right? You release the air. You blow it up a second time, it's a little bit easier and it can expand a little bit further. You release the air. You do it a third time, a fourth time, a fifth time. We're overly stretching the skin. You're not going to get that elasticity back in the skin if you overfill it.
Right.
And so, again, for our younger ladies, the early 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, if you're not ready to potentially have to have some drastic surgeries later on to fix the amount of looseness in the skin, there's going to be some extra surgeries that potentially are going to have to be involved to correct that.
Yeah.
And so I just worry for our younger generation in the sense that we're not thinking long term and we're not talking about it either.
No.
So
I wish I knew the stat on this, but I know plenty of people that have had procedures done.
Yeah.
And it's got to be 1 to 3 or 1 to 4.
Oof.
The number of times where it had a positive impact versus they messed up.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah. Do you remember the show Botched?
Yeah.
I mean, and obviously that was more on the plastic cosmetic surgery side of things. But I mean, how much more does this happen in a regular clinic type situation with the Botox and the Juvederm and something went wrong? I've seen so many stories, horror stories.
I've got a friend that actually will joke around about it, but just hey, this is my happy face. Can't move anything above here.
Right.
It's just done.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there is no change in expression at all. And she had a very expressive face before. Yeah. When she was younger.
Yeah.
I didn't know her back then, but I can see pictures. I'm like, look at you smiling. You're happy. This is what it looks like.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. You're frozen in time.
But no wrinkles. Less wrinkles.
Cool. Yeah. That's great. Yeah, it's great for some. Sure. And again, like I said, the emphasis really, it's not so much that I'm hyper against it by any means. It's just, I think that the age that we're starting to push women to do this at, I think it's going to have a long-term side effect that we're going to be really, really devastated to see later on down the road.
I hate the expectation, especially on women, that you got to stay 20 forever.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
It's not.
And I think you can age. You can take care of your skin.
Yeah.
You can look better as you age, but also it's not a bad look sometimes.
Right.
You're just 30 now.
Right.
You're just 40 now.
Exactly.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm definitely an advocate for that. Again, I try to be a product of my product. And so if I say that this is what I do, I very much live up to that. No fillers, no neurotoxins, none of that being used on me, just so that people can see this is what 14 years of consistency looks like. I started at 27 using my product consistently, and that's actually the age where aging starts, is when our dermal tissues starts to dissipate at about 1% a year without inflammatory treatments. without it. That's just aging.
Just naturally.
Just naturally. It reminds me of like the push pop popsicle that we used to use, that we used to enjoy as kids.
It came in the toilet paper roll.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Toilet paper roll. We used to eat those out of a toilet paper roll. Yeah. That's like your dermis. That is your dermis, and you have so much of it to last the entirety of your lifetime. So without burning it, peeling it, poking it, sloughing it, you're naturally aging at about 1% a year.
Pushing out like 1%.
Exactly.
Out of that push pop.
When every time we're gonna tax it and we're gonna hit it with a laser, we're gonna hit it with a chemical peel, we're gonna tax it about 8% every single time.
Okay.
Now, why does that not look like it's apparent when we're getting the services? Because your skin is plumped. It's inflamed. It's swollen. It's in a healing process. But if you look at grandma and grandpa in the nursing home, they're spotted. Their skin tears easy. They don't have any dermal tissue left. That is the purest example of what aging truly, truly does look like. We are going to run out of it.
Right.
Unless we're feeding it. We can do this through a feeding approach. And that's what I advocate for, is we can do it differently.
Okay.
Slowing it down.
And that's where maybe the supplements or the collagen.
Yeah, that's where
stuff comes
topical products, collagen, internal collagen, again, not through inflammatory approaches. That's where I come in the sense of like, we can build up your collagen supply through the nutrition piece of skincare.
Cool. Well, this is fascinating.
I'm a lot of information. I'm sorry. You get me going here, and
no, you're good.
I'm gonna rattle your ears off.
I feel like there's a bit of a trend right now for everybody to get back to your definition of holistic, and get away from some of the harsh chemicals, supplements, just some of the treatments.
And I've got two very influential daughters, again, they're on the social media sites and everything. So it's really hard because, of course, I'm super, super biased with my approach. And so when they're wanting to use something that they're seeing on an influencer's page and it's supposed to make me glow, it's supposed to, and I'm like, what is this? And I'm looking at ingredients, I'm like, throw this away. What are we doing here? Like, this is blasphemy and not allowed in my house. And so my youngest, she really gets, Mom, it's okay, I'm only 16. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, maybe it's not for now, but there's coming a point where it is going to be a really big deal.
But that's what you have to fight against, right? Is the TikTok trends and the
very much
just the trendy fly by night. Like this is what's really hot right now for a month.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, until the next thing pops up.
I actually had a client about 5 years ago that had one of those miracle green tea masks. You ever see that?
Oh yeah.
And then we found out that the video that they made was not real. Oh. It's before AI, so I mean, they had to actually really get out there to make that. But it's like you've rubbed up every pore in your body, all the pores just completely.
I do actually remember that. I do.
We were working with them. They supplied the video, and then we realized we're like, that's not real.
I felt like I could tell that wasn't real. I'm like, there's no way.
A lot of people thought that was real.
Oh my goodness.
So, but yeah, there's something out there every single month, I feel like.
We are so easily deceived.
Yeah. But yeah, so you've been doing this for 15 years total. Yeah. And 9 years as a business owner.
Correct.
What are some of the things that you've learned over your stint as a business owner?
As far as in the educational sphere, never stop learning. You know what I mean? Again, there's always something, like you said, new and trendy coming out. So looking into that, making sure, like, is it worth the hype? Yeah. Making sure that I'm staying informed as a professional because my clients are coming and they're asking. And if I am that point of contact for information, for wisdom, I need to make sure that I'm staying informed. So always being a lifelong learner. That is my biggest thing. I will make sure I do at least 3 educational trainings a year, a trade show. I'm always trying to make sure I'm exposing myself to what's going on in the industry for sure. As an owner, one of my biggest passions is always going to be getting my newer technicians built up in confidence, getting them the repetition that they need, because they're going to need to expose themselves to a lot of clients to see what it's like to work with the skin, seeing different faces, different cases, different outcomes. And so making sure that I can help inspire and encourage them to not give up the pursuit of, putting yourself out there. It's okay if we're not the fit for them because maybe they do want more of a medical approach. Don't get discouraged. We're not going to be for everybody, and that's life.
Yeah.
Period. We're not always going to be everybody's cup of tea, because I like coffee. So that's how it's going to go. And I've really enjoyed growing new entrepreneurs, new estheticians, new stylists, and helping shape them to grow a business that they love. So
Nice.
As a professional, that's me on that side of things.
Yeah. That's great. I ask everybody a couple questions. First one is, if I can put you in a time machine and you go back, let's say 9 years ago when you were first starting the business. We're not talking about like buying stocks or anything like that, but like what would be your advice to yourself if you had 30 seconds to give yourself some advice?
Time machine.
I'm actually like super fascinated with this whole concept. I've watched every single movie about time and time travel. That exists.
Yeah.
So like it's a real thing for me.
I can definitely geek out on some of that for sure.
Okay.
And the reason why I guess I'm going to answer this way is because I am a very big believer that nothing happens on accident. I feel like every lesson that was put upon you to have to learn was all for the development of who you're becoming today. It's all a cumulative effort to growing a human, to growing in wisdom, to growing in experience, to growing in knowledge, to growing in humility. You know what I mean? So some of the setbacks that I had, I would strive for perfection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Always like wanting to make sure I could be the best because I'm nationally recognized as one of the top providers that's offered a skincare result through holistic skincare in the age management category with my results in 2017 at the Skin Games in San Francisco. And so I always wanted to achieve and aspire to do better and to do more. And so there were times where it was like, oh, I should have done this. I should have done it this way. But it was like, no, but I learned because I didn't do it that way.
Yeah.
And so therefore it set me up, and I feel like it helped catapult me faster because I had to learn that lesson. And so I don't know that there's necessarily anything that I would change as much as like maybe take it easier on yourself, but unfortunately I do tend to have to learn things the hard way sometimes because that's how I learn. Kind of like
give yourself a little grace though, here and there.
Benjamin Franklin, like the light bulb, how did you, like, you failed so many times, like,
right?
And he's like, no, I figured out 1,000 ways not to do it.
Yeah.
Like these ways didn't work. And I feel like that's kind of the attitude and mantra I try to have in life is it's okay.
Yeah.
We're here to learn. Stay humble. Ask lots of questions. It's good.
Good. I'm going to give you a little bit of a buffer question here.
Okay.
Before we get into the next one, or the last one. So why should the folks that would come in and hire you to do work for them, why would they choose your business over some of the more traditional approaches to skincare?
Yeah. You would choose me because you're maybe also not in favor of the common practices that are used in the beauty industry as we know it. And maybe that's why you as a client have been apprehensive to get in front of an esthetician, because you're afraid that they're just going to say, oh, well, we need to get your face all full of Botox and we need to plump you up everywhere. And, and so maybe that's where your apprehension comes from, as opposed to, okay, here's where I'm at. This is what I'm using. This is where I'd like to see myself. What can we do? And so it's a much lighter and easier approach in the sense that, like, I'm going to give you my professional opinion, but based on time, based on lifestyle, based on goals, it's going to be very customizable.
Yeah.
And it's going to fit your lifestyle, because that's the thing. If it doesn't fit your lifestyle, you're not going to use it. And skincare is an investment. It's an investment in your confidence. It's an investment in how you present yourself every single day. So I want to make sure that, you feel good about how you're spending that dollar and you feel like it's well worth it.
Yeah.
Because again, I need a little bit of a buy-in from you in that this is the approach you want to take. Not because I'm convincing you, but because it resonates with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if that little voice is telling them, hey, getting injected with toxin into my face is probably, I don't know if I'm on board with that.
Right.
Like, that's the type of person that maybe needs to call you.
Yep. I'm your girl.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right. So then last question would be, if somebody out there is watching this and they're thinking of starting their own salon or spa, what advice would you give to them?
Again, the humility to just stay a learner and ask questions. It's okay to be told no if maybe you're reaching out to another influencer or beauty professional that you really admire and maybe they don't offer trainings. Ask anyway. You never know. Maybe they're willing to give you a couple tips and tricks, but also compensate them. Take them out to lunch, get them a gift card, be willing to collaborate and say, hey, I learned this tip from my friend Lisa at, whatever the salon is. Thank you so much. Your influence has really helped me become a better stylist, a better esthetician. So making sure you stay humble, you stay a learner, you stay hungry. It's a hard industry because again, people are looking at you as the example of what they can expect to receive for them. So I'm not saying like fake it till you make it, but I'm saying get confident in who you are as a person and know that nobody else can replicate you.
Yeah.
You offer something unique and special and valuable to this world, so stay unique to you. And from there, your clients will come. They will find you.
Yeah. I've had so many people say similar things, kind of revolving around the, first of all, if you don't ask, you'll never know. So go ask somebody.
Yep.
Second of all, go work in the industry, get into it, understand it inside and out. Frankly, on somebody else's dime before you jump out there and want to do your own thing. But also, ask. Sit the person down. Ask them, to take time and explain this with you. Find somebody that's already done it, been successful. So kind of a mentorship.
I very much agree.
Yeah.
And I love that piece. I love the mentorship with, again, my young technicians. And again, not necessarily young in age, but young in the industry. Yeah. Because I remember being there once. So I put myself in that position.
Yeah. That's a huge regret I have. I didn't do that.
Really?
I worked in the industry for a couple of years. Didn't have that mentor. And it definitely took me longer. I paid a lot of silly tax.
Yeah.
Dumb tax is what I call it,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a lot of mistakes that I made that I could have avoided if I had that. So I agree with that wholeheartedly. I guess I lied. I might ask one more question.
Okay.
Just what is it? What's one more thing that you'd just like to share with the audience about your company?
About Essential Radiance?
Essential Radiance, yes.
It's an overall, again, internal wellness inside out approach. So not only is it the supplementation, the topical skincare, but it's also makeup, because we don't realize, again, the ingredients that are in makeup and how that actually does play an effect in how your skin is going to react on a day-to-day basis. So again, making sure that even the makeup that you're using is as clean as it can be. One of the things that I offer as a holistic esthetician, I'm going to keep bragging on the holistic piece because it's genuinely true, is that my line is an oncology approved makeup and skincare line, meaning if you have cancer or you're trying to prevent cancer, it's safe enough for both. If you have gluten sensitivities, it's completely gluten-free. You don't realize how much of the ingredients that are in our products your skin will and does absorb. And so you could be getting gluten reactions in your body because of your hair product, because of a lotion, because of a body wash, and you don't even realize that you're getting gluten from those sources. It's a gluten-free skincare and makeup line. So if you're sensitive on that side of things, it's a gluten-free line. And so again, it's an all-encompassing approach, everything from just taking care of topical issues that we see on the skin to making sure we have good, healthy internals, and then we can get ourselves ready for the day with a great makeup line.
Awesome. Krystal, this has been great. I really appreciate you coming on the show, answering all my questions.
Yes, thank you so much, Josh.
Yeah. And for those of you watching, Krystal Anderson, Essential Radiance, and Utopia Salon and Spa in Tan. Where can they find more information about your company?
So I am on a website. You can go to utopiasalonspa.tan.com for the salon side of things if you're needing any hair services. Essential Radiance is going to be, my booking site is Vagaro, vagaro.com/Essential Radiance. And from there, you're going to see my booking site, and I offer free consultations, whether it's virtual or in person, just to be able to ask the questions to see again if I'm going to be the right fit for you.
Awesome. And we'll put those links in the description of the video. So if you just scroll down a little bit, you can see it there. For everybody that's still here, thank you. Please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. We need some subscribers, so hit that subscribe button, please. It helps the channel out, so to engage in any way, we appreciate you. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks.